All right, we're here on a Sunday, filling in for Gilly Capper today. So, kind of a bittersweet day today, not because of Gilly, because of Aqueduct closing after 133 years. So, um, we'll take a look at it. Hopefully, they have some fireworks to go out. Hopefully. I think the four tracks that I'm going to focus on today are going to be Gulfstream, Monmouth, and well, actually, yeah, for Gulfstream, Monmouth, Woodbine, Aqueduct. We'll do some Churchill. Wasn't crazy about Churchill's card though, but we will cover Churchill. And it is the next track coming up in 8 minutes. The opener from Louisville, Churchill Downs. Then after that, I think we have Gulfstream in 11 minutes. And then we're on to Aqueduct. Although Monmouth popped off in about 12 minutes. That was the opener at Monmouth was a 5-horse field. It's on the turf, which is a little surprising that everybody scratched. They're not off the turf or anything of that. So looks like Churchill's dried out from yesterday. It was pretty swampy. Looks like all the tracks kind of dried out a little bit. Cheers, Joseph Myers. Good morning, Andrea Alston Smith. Good morning, Don Johnson. Good morning, Stop Geo. Might not be morning where you're at, but still morning here. So I'm sorry. Probably it could be actually afternoon where you guys are at, but yeah. Stop Geo in the house, getting ready here. It's actually a decent day of racing overall. It's mostly because a lot of these tracks are back on the turf, and we don't have all the off the turf and all the scratches to go along with that. But we can go through first at Churchill now. We got 4 minutes to that one. Churchill coming up. Got the one horse here, Secret Chat, currently 8-1. I had him priced right around that, around 7-1. Um, I gotta reload this. Okay. All right, the one we were talking about. The one has some early speed, not the speediest, but enough to stay close early. Got a nice work pattern also. I think those are the two sort of attributes he brings to the table here. 8 to, well, he's up to 9-1 now, but I think that 9-1 is actually a decent, really good price on Secret Chat. Let's go on to the second horse here, Zapruder. He's currently 22-1. I didn't really see a lot here. I had him priced around 100. 3-horse. I don't get it. The 3-horse, 6-1 currently. I had him priced around 15-1. So no real interest there. The 4-horse, currently 3-1. I had him priced at 10-1. So no interest there. The 5-horse, currently 2-1. I had him priced at 4.5-1. Light the way. Pass on him. The 6-horse was one I thought that was the deserved favorite in here, and the likeliest winner. Alternate reality with Irad Ortiz Jr. Currently 2-1. I had him priced at 7-5. So yeah, those are the two. I was looking at the 1 and the 6 so far. The 7-horse, currently 8-1. I had that horse priced at 40. That was Mena. The 6-horse, the reason I liked him is he has enough speed to kind of stay close. I wouldn't say necessarily blazing speed out of the gate, but has a very strong late kick with Irad. But you're getting a little, the price isn't great. Okay, he's a favorite. I think he comes down to like 2-1 or under 2-1. So I think my top pick is going to be the 1. I go with the 1 here at Churchill's first. Churchill's first, and then go 6. So go 1-6 here. One six to start out the day. See how we do it. Hopefully the 1 can maintain the rail. And we are off at Churchill. Kind of an even start. Everyone got a really good start except for the 2. The 2 didn't really break very well and kind of by himself in last. Other than that, everyone broke fine. One got a nice rail position, saving ground. The 5 is showing a little more speed today than he has. The 6 is right there with Irad. Irad's riding this horse pretty aggressively, I believe. on alternate reality. Got him close to the lead, and it's kind of a moderate pace. It's not super fast, but it's not blazing either. They approach the far turn. One has now come off the rail and made a move to get into third or fourth. I can't tell. He's right, only maybe a length and a half off the lead. The 6 with IRAD looks like he has about a neck lead over the 5 as they come down the stretch. Here comes the 2, the horse that really broke poorly, Zap Rooter at 27-1 a bomb. And will win actually pretty easily. So maybe that paid off for him. His bad start. Didn't get burned up. There was kind of a log jam in that first turn. So maybe he kind of played into his favor, the bad start for the 2. He came on at the end, swooped by them all. I really didn't have that horse rated very high, Zap Rooter. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't. There's not much I could say good about him. I mean, the best thing you could say is his pedigree was okay, but his pedigree's been good other starts too. So, yeah. But today was his day. He showed no speed at all, and then came on at the end. All right, we got Eugene Bermudez. Yeah, we can't show the races. It's Eugenia Bermudez. Yeah, we can't. No posible. Viejo de Carreras. All right. Good morning, Christopher. Best of luck. Last day. Yeah, last day at Aquac. I mentioned that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. All right, let's move on to Gulfstream here. Gulfstream race number 2. We got a 5-horse field. We had a 6-horse field. We had the 1-horse scratch out of Gulfstream. Got to be Madison is the 2-horse. Currently 6-1 on the board. I had this horse priced around 22, so I don't have any interest in it. The 3-horse currently 7-2. This horse priced around 6-1. Maybe 5.5. 5.5 to 1 on the 3. But either way, no interest. The 4-horse currently 8-1. I priced him a little higher than that, 20-1. The 5, which is the favorite, probably rightfully so, currently 4-5. I had him priced around even money. Not an endorsement. The 6, this is the horse I think is worthy of a bet. This too shall pass. Owns dominant speed here. Loves the track, distance, and surface. And it looks good here. I looked good on the track. He kind of showed out here. He's currently 4-1. I had him priced at a little over 3. So I think that's what we're gonna roll with here. This too shall pass. So with Rajiv Mirage. That's my pick. I didn't see a lot of other, unless you want to like hook the 6 to the 5, something like that. But I don't really see the value in the 5, 3 to 5 out there. All right, they are loaded up at Gulfstream. Believe they're about ready to go. The 6 is the last one to load. This too shall pass. Just loaded up, and they are off. 4 kind of got pinched back at the start. Scent of garlic, but everybody else broke very sharply. Looks like we got the 2 out in the lead. Got to be Madison, the favorite, and the 5's laying second. 6 is right there though. He's about a length off the lead, 3 wide. And then in 4th, you got the 3, and then it's a gap back to the 4. 4 is trying to make up some ground, but running like he doesn't really want to be in this race, honestly. 6 is out wide. The 6 needs to come on here. He's got every opportunity. The 2 and the 5 are inside of him. Can the 6 kick it in here and get up? I don't know. I don't know if he's even making up ground. He's kind of just treading water here. The 5 looks like he's going to take over and win. The 3 to 5 favorites can be 5, 2, 6 final. 6 got out like he wanted to make some, make up some ground, but just didn't have it. Got Monmouth in the gate right now. I didn't really see anything in this race. And I was just kind of taking a look at it here. Talk might be a bet, but I don't know. I didn't really see anything in that race. 5-horse field. We can get on over to, we got Woodbine. Race 1 was 4-horse field. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. Let's see. I think if you're going to take, if you want to bet the race at Woodbine, you got to go with the 4 or 5. Well, actually, not the 4. Maybe actually probably the 5 if you have to bet it. Cost of War looks like he does actually look better. He's up at 9 to 5 right now. He looks better than that. He looks closer to like 7 to 5 or 6 to 5. But not advocating a bet there. But I'm just saying like that would be where I'd probably go if I had to bet the race. After that, Woodbine, we got Aqueduct's opener on closing day. We are still in the turf, right? Because I see we have all these scratches. You have 3, 4. We got 6 scratches in the first race at Aqueduct, and it's on the turf. So that's interesting. I just think maybe a lot of these horses have already, moved on up north to Saratoga, which opens. I'm not exactly sure. They open on Friday or Thursday. That I don't know for sure. I believe Friday, but I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll deal with that when it comes. But this race is only got this is a 5 horse field at Aqueduct. Um, so that's I think they pop off on the 2nd or the 3rd. I think it's the 2nd of July. Yeah, I might call the race at Woodbine just because there's not much else going on. But like I said, if I was gonna take a horse here, I'd probably take the 5. But now the 5's been hammered down to even money, so it's not that surprising. Because I kind of thought that's where he ought to be. Let's see here. I might take a little short break here and refill my cup, and I'll be back 5 or 10 minutes. Be back for hopefully the Aqueduct race or the Churchill race after that. All right. Let's see. Got about a minute to Aqueduct. Oh, let's see, it's coming up. This is a 5-horse field. Nothing too exciting here. I was looking at the 3 a little bit. Tis Now Mama. Let's see. Tis Now Mama. A little short price. A 2-1, I think, is a little bit short. I think I'll pass on that one. The 7-horse Tongue Twister. I think it's actually the play here, but it is a favorite and it's kind of a short price. But if you're so inclined, I think that's probably the better bet in the race. But I don't think it's like great bet, but I think it's got some upside a little bit. I had the horse handicap pretty close to even money in here on the 7 Tongue Twister. And after they run the first at, the first at Aqueduct, we'll move on over to Churchill. Churchill, let's see. Just some baseball later on. That doesn't pop off for another half hour. Kind of a later start today. No early games at all in Major League Baseball. They are off at Aqueduct. The 3 has got out to the lead. Tis Now Mama, which is a horse I was kind of looking at, but I thought 2-1 was a little bit short. So I decided against it. There is some soccer today, which I don't really follow, but I see that. Okay. Let's take a look at Churchill. Oh, I gotta open it up here. Looks like 3 is going to prevail at Aqueduct. Tis Now Mama. I think I'm wire to wire. Okay, Churchill. This is actually 7-horse field, so it's not too bad. The 5 horses was the horse I was looking at. Sudden Switch. I like the early speed of this horse and the ability to rate. Trying to see if I had anything else here. The 7 horse is the favorite, probably rightfully so, with Jose Ortiz. Um, approximately, he's at 2 to 1. I had him lower than that, really. I had him down to like 6 to 5 ish. Maybe a 7, 5, and the 7 are okay. I think those are probably where I would go here. I didn't care for the 3 too much. Margot in a bubble bath. I didn't really think too much of that 3. Uh, that's about it. I didn't see a lot here actually. Like I said, I took a little bit on the 5, and then the 7 looks pretty strong in here, honestly. Blue Fire. And they're off at Churchill. It's 4 minutes to Gulfstream. Race 3. 3 has got out to the lead. 7 went down from 9 to 5 to even money in the last click. It doesn't really surprise me though. I mean, it's a little harsh, right? But it didn't come to surprise that he got bet down at the end. 2's run a really nice race. Got the saloon passage there at the rail outrageously. Got right through and took over the lead. It's going to fight it out with the 7. 7 looks like he is really struggling now. Here comes the 5. I sudden switch. That's the one I kind of liked. A little bit of a price at 8 to 1. But he's going to end at 4th. So not a lot there. Let's see, we got Gulfstream coming up, and it says 2 minutes, right? I think it's probably more like 4 or 5 minutes. As a matter of fact, I think Monmouth's going to end up running before Gulfstream. They're out on the track. They show 3 minutes. But here again, here's another 4-horse field at Monmouth. Monmouth race 2. And this was a race that was had some first timers in it. That's really interesting that they can't even fill these races. It's a maiden special with a bunch of first timers. 2-year-olds. They can't even get 2-year-olds in there. Huh. Okay. So we got the 2-horse, the 1-horse scratch, the 2-horse even up. Currently 3 to 1 on the board. I had this horse priced at 2 to 1. So I mean, I think there's some value there. I mean, it's kind of like I said, I'm not that enthused about the race particularly. But that's who I would take. I would take the 2 even up. Like I said, it's not the greatest betting race. 4-horse field at Monmouth. Let's go over to Gulfstream, race 3. We've got how many horses we got? 3, 4. We got 5-horse field at Gulfstream. Uh, your favorite, and I think deservedly so, is the 5 New Life. Currently 3 to 5. I didn't have him priced that low. I had him priced like just a little under even money. So I wouldn't really endorse a bet here. I think if I had to make a play, I would take the 8 Turkish Flame. Turkish Flame number 8. I think that's who I would take. The Turkish Flame. He's got the best late kick in here. We're going 2 turns. He's outside. Hopefully, he can tuck in, save ground, make a good run up the rail. One thing that kind of concerns me about the 8 is his work pattern. It doesn't really work well. But he's been pretty active. He's coming off a 15-day layoff. Kind of fits in here from a class level. Pedigree's all right. Trainers, Turkish, yeah. Hertak's not great, but he's not terrible either. But yeah, it's a little bit tough because you kind of want to have a little more price with this situation. But I think he's probably has a little bit of value there, Turkish Flame. Not the most ringing endorsement, clearly, but and they're off at Gulfstream. They're loading up at Monmouth second. So these races are going to go off at the same time. It looks like Gulfstream broke well. Everyone broke well, I should say. They all broke as one. Looks like the 5 got out to the lead, which is the 3 to 5 favorite at Gulfstream. 6 is right there. So it's actually a very compact field at Gulfstream as they go through the first turn and down the backstretch. This is a really, really slow pace at Gulfstream. First quarter, 26.79. That is dawdling. I think I just saw a tortoise go by him. All right, so you got the 5, 6, 4 as they enter the far turn at Gulfstream. Now they're picking it up a little bit. They had to. They couldn't get any slower. The 5 is actually kind of struggling a little bit. It looks like the 16 to 1 shot, Artis has kind of got the measure of the 5 here. It looks. The 4 is trying to come up. Well, no, the 5 is coming back now. It looked like the 6 had him. But now the 5 found new life. And then that's how they come in the favorite 5. And then, that's it. Second. Anyways, the 5 wins. He was 3-5 favorite. Monmouth second came in 6-2-4. Tipsy Mojo is your winner. Beat the 2 even up. Six had a little bit of a price, I suppose. 5-2. And then even up was your favorite 6-5. And then the 4 was 7-5. All right. Let's move on to Woodbine Race 2. Woodbine Race 2 has 9 horses in it. So I think that's the most horses we've seen on the show so far. So that's good. We'll get into this race a little bit more than some of the others. Woodbine Race 2. Yeah. Wally. Yeah, that was like slower than harness, right? Because harness runs like 50. I'm not a harness expert, but yeah. Yeah. That was rough. I mean, the 5 did hold on, I guess. The 8 had nothing to run into at all. 8 was even slower than that. I mean, at some point you gotta like figure out like, oh, this is slow, and we need to like step it up. The 8 never did really step it up. I never even saw the 8 actually. All right, well, Woodbine race number 2. Let's take a look. Woodbine is going. Gotta find it first. Like I said, there is 9 betting interests here at Woodbine. They're going 6.5 furlongs on the Tapeta course for claimers for a purse of $36,000. I think that's Canadian though. So I think it's like 25, maybe 26,000 American. At any rate, always away. Currently 10-1. I think drifts up much higher to 15. I had this horse handicapped at 10, so I think there's value there on the 1. A 2 horse, currently 3-1. I think actually comes down in odds a little bit. Classic Dancer. I had him priced around 3.5-1. So I think I'm going to pass on Classic Dancer. The 3 horse, Break the Spell, currently 4.5-1. I had this horse priced around 8, so I personally don't have any interest in the horse in wagering. The 4 horse, Big Baby Henry, currently 5-1. I think drifts up to 8-1 because that's what they're projecting him on DRF. I kind of believe it. I had this horse priced at 5 to 1, so that's a play. So I like the one. I like the four so far. Then we go on to the five. The five horse, currently 6 to 1. I didn't really care for this horse. There's getting a little action at the window, but quiet intent. I mean, 6 to 1. I had this horse price at 35. So yeah, no good for me. Eight. Let me see the six horse Bankers Hours at currently at 8 to 1. I had this horse price at 60, so no interest there. The seven horse currently 19 to 1. I am priced at 50. Am I the right horse? Whoa. The seven horse. I'm sorry. The seven horse currently 21 to 1. I got off on a horse. I had the seven horse price at 55 to 1. So no play there. Tasman currently 3 to 1. I had him priced just a little higher than that, 3.5 to 1. If you liked him, I wouldn't really talk you off of him because I think he ends up around 3 to 1 or maybe a little bit lower. But I think he's not a bad option. Just because I like his speed also. I think he gets out to the lead here. He might get brave. He actually probably does get a little brave on the lead. The nine, to me, has no real shot. I had him priced at 150 to 1, so no go there. So, like I said, I do like the one. I did like the four. I like the one and the four at Woodbine. 148. Let's go 148 at. I said Aqueduct at Woodbine. One. I will post that one up. Okay. So they're coming around the gate at Woodbine. They should be loading shortly. Then after that, I think the next race I'm going to look at is going to be Churchill Race 3 in about 10 minutes. And I think they're all loaded except for the 9. The 9's going in now, so looks like we're ready for a start at Woodbine race 2. Again, there's a claimer going 6.5 furlongs on the Tapita, and the 8 jumped in the air, hopped in the air at the beginning, but actually broke okay. In a way, he kind of hopped forward, not straight up. So into the race, he I think they kind of maybe used some energy there they didn't really need to on the 8. At any rate, the 2, which is a 6-5 favorite, on the lead. He looks like he's going pretty fast. I don't have any fractions yet, but he's trying to just run the 8 in the ground. 8 is still there, about a length back in second, but hustling to keep up with the 2. 2's got the lead. He's expanded his lead probably about a length now. He's up about 2 lengths. Now here comes the 1 horse that we have, but here comes the 3 also. So it comes in 3. What was it? 3-2, I believe. 3-2, 3-2-1, I believe. Which brings us to Churchill race 3. We got some horses in here. We got a big field going 6 furlongs, 2-year-olds, maiden special weights. So safe to say, I think these are like our future stars of the game. Not all of them, but I feel like top few here. You can certainly say that about. Let's see. Hey, Dan. We got Dan. We got Wally. I ducked Wally there. Wally was cracking jokes. Or Tama jokes. I haven't been to San Antonio in a really long time, since I was in college. Went through the rest of the state during the pandemic because they were open. The family had a good time. All right, so we got. Is today closing day at Churchill? Is that right? Is that what I'm reading? I didn't. That snuck up on me. All right. At Churchill, I did like the 1. Hot in here. I did like the 3, Fast Amy. Some of the 1, 3, 6. I do like the 6. Yeah, absolutely, Cliffy. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm not doing. For whatever reason, I don't have any Colonial info. My ADW must have a disagreement with Colonial. Not sure what's going on there. I'm gonna make a straight bet on the 6 here. There's a long shot, 40-1. I gotta get over. Let's come on now. So on the 136 and 8, 1368. I'll post that up in the chat at Churchill. There you go. Posted that up in the chat. Exact. Make sure I got some straight money on the 6 and 8. I was kind of looking through the rest of this race here, the rest of the field. I'm sorry, at Churchill. It's kind of a lot here, man. I think there's a lot of ways you could go here. I do kind of like the 10 a little bit. I don't hate the 10. Could see that. Yeah, 11 and 12 don't look bad either. This is a tough race. I mean, well, it's not tough. It's competitive, is what it is. Even the 10, 12 doesn't look too bad. The more I look at it, the more I can see there's a lot of ways to go here. Hmm. Yeah, a lot of ways to go here. Looks like they were close to the gate. Now they're circling back to it. Let's see. Let's put it this way. I had the favorite in this race as well. I had co-favorites, the 3 and the 1, but I had them both at 4 to 1, 4.5 to 1. So I think that's kind of telling. All right, well, good luck, all. And after Churchill, what do we got? We got Aqueduct in 3 minutes. There's a little more of a battle race. We got 6 horses in that Aqueduct. Race 2. Get over there. We'll take a look at it real quick. They have a little trouble loading at Churchill. Try to keep an eye on the time there at Aqueduct. Into the Unknown, number 1. I mean, I had this horse priced at 5. He's currently 5. I mean, that would be a play for sure for me. Into the Unknown. The full regular play on the 1 straight bet. I'll come back and see if we're going to do an exacta. You got the 4 horse, which is the 1 to 2 or 2 to 5 favorite. I mean, he does deserve to be favored. Don't get me wrong, close the loop. But I mean, 2 to 5 seems too much to me. That's too much. So no bet on the 4. The 7 horse I kind of looked at a little bit, but ultimately got off of. So my bet is going to be just a straight bet on the 1, Into the Unknown. Churchill, the 1 hot in here is running very, very well. Well, he's going to hold on and win. Looks like it. Yeah, he does hold on and win. It comes in 1-2 at Churchill. Hot in here. Got a little dicey at the end, though. The 2 was coming at him fast. The 2 was taking some ground off of the 1 there. Yeah, the two. That's about the way he run too. Like he's late runner. That's kind of why I didn't really like him, because that's not really the style that's been winning at Churchill. You know. Did they got Tom Durkin calling races at Aqueduct today? That's what it looks like they're doing. I'm gonna put the sound on just a little tiny bit so I can hear it. Oh wow. He's been retired for I don't know, 15 years, 10, 15 years. I liked him. A lot of people didn't like him, but he's a little drama. Let's see. Hot in here. Got there. 12. Yeah, the 12. It was kind of a tough race. I mean, you could have made the argument to maybe key the 1, but then I still wouldn't have had the 2. Yeah, because I did like 11 and 12. I didn't like much of 7. The 7 was in 5th, but I didn't have the 2, so regardless, I wouldn't have hit at Churchill. But like I said, I thought the 1 and the 3 deserved to be the favorites. I don't know how the 5 got down to 7 to 2. That made no sense to me. But the 1 and the 3 made sense. I thought there should be both the favorites. All right, they're off at Aqueduct. I'm gonna try on the sound kind of low because I want to hear if he's calling the races. Oh yeah, Tom Durkin is calling the races. Interesting. They're pulling out all the stops on Hunt, the last day of 133 years. I don't think you guys can hear it, but I'm just saying, like, Tom Durkin is calling. They got the 4 is out in the lead there, close the loop. The 2 to 5 favorite. I took the 1 here. I think he's in good shape. He's saving ground on the rail. He got a little outrun early, and now he's kind of bouncing back. The 4, I can't tell if he's just kind of cruising or he is slowing up. I think he's actually slowing up. Just wait. Come on. Who is the jockey on the 1? Get through. Just come on through on the rail. Maybe the 4 was playing possum. Come on, 1, get him. Into the unknown. Not going to get it. 4-1-6 is your final at Aqueduct Race 2. Sure looked like the 4 maybe didn't have much left. I'll turn off the sound now. All right, so yeah, Tom Durkin's calling the races. The final day at the Big A. All right, we got a 3-horse field at Gulfstream Race 4. I don't want any part of that. Monmouth Race 3. See, 3, 4, 5. We got a 6-horse field there. So we can break that down. We got 7 minutes there, it shows. I'm filling in for Gilly this week. I will be around next week. Next week is the 4th of July, right? I will be around until it's like the 25th. That weekend, I will not be doing the show. Let me get my dates right here. Because I will be at a live horse tournament at Del Mar. If you guys are down there, come by, say hi. Hopefully, like early before the races start. I prefer that. Not in the middle of the races, but or maybe after. Too much. But because I'm, in the middle of a tournament, it's kind of rough to do a lot of socializing. But if you guys are down in that area, I don't know if you have any Southern California people or West Coast people, I'm gonna be there. Let's see. All right. Let's look at it here. There. So the contest. I have my hotel and everything booked. So be July 25th and 26th. I will not. That Saturday and Sunday I will be down there. I'm gonna shoot Razor a message, letting them know. So I don't know if Gilly's gonna cover the Saturday show or not. I don't know. That's up to Gilly. But all right. So yeah. Okay. Okay. What do we got next? We got Monmouth. Let's do Monmouth race 3. All right, Monmouth race 3. Got a field of 6 here. Going 5.5 furlongs on the turf for maiden special weights. Straight maidens for purse of 40,000. The one horse, got to get it right. 6-1. That's exactly what I had this horse at, was 6-1. So, so I mean, you can play it. I think there's value there. On the one, Antonio Gomez. It's Kathleen Damasi trains. 2 horse, Landing Force, currently 5-1, but it's projected to go off at 6, and that's exactly what I had this horse at, was 6. 3 horse, Johnny Baygood, currently 7-1. I had this horse capped at 60. No interest there. Fighting Gamecock, currently 4.5-1. I had this horse capped at 4-1. So that'd be a play. That's definitely a play. The 5 horse, Super Document, 2-1 on the board. Gonna go off somewhere around there, maybe 9-5 ish. I had this horse handicapped at 2.5 to 1, or 5 to 2, whatever you like. So that's not a play. The 7 Beach Beamer, currently 9 to 5, but looks like he might drift up a little higher to 3. Either way, I don't think it's a play for me. Like I said, I do like the 1. I do like the 2 a little bit. So the 1, 2, 4 at Monmouth. 1, 2, 4 exacta box. I will post that up in the chat. 1, 2, 4. And they are approaching the gate. Yeah. 1, 2, 4. I see that, Cliffy. I don't know if I like them all kind of the same, honestly. I didn't. I thought they were all like pretty much on their number. Where I would consider the number that there would be profitable. Yeah. Okay, well, they are loading in. 7's way back there, so it's going to be a few more seconds before he gets in. The 4 is full of piss and vinegar, fighting Gamecock. He tried to kick the gate crew. We got, let's see, 3 minutes to Woodbine now, and then 12 minutes to Churchill. I might sneak a peek at Woodbine here. Woodbine's got a 6-horse field. Yeah, did you see that, Cliffy? He tried to kick the shit out of that gate guy. He's like, yeah, I've run before, man. They just all they do is whip you. He's like telling the other horses. They shoot you out of this gate and then they just whip you. That's not fun. Let's see. Woodbine, just trying to get ready because they're gonna run in 1 minute. So I gotta kind of get off of Monmouth for a second here and get on over to Woodbine. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know if I really see anything that's great here. My first thought was the 5, Echo with Laughter. He just loves the Tapeta. And I think he has pedigree numbers that support that too. So like he should run. And I think he has run. I mean, I'm almost certain he's run on the Defeated before, but this is certainly his game. All right, they're off at Woodbine. What's going on in Monmouth? They're off at both places. So they're both off on Monmouth third, and then Woodbine third. Hey, good luck, Cliffy. Okay. We are running at Monmouth. Let's see here. We got seven's out in the lead, which is the favorite, Beach Beamer. The five's chasing them home, Super Document. And that's how they're going to end or finish here. Woodbine, the 6-5 favorite, ran off with it. The 4 was in second, and 4 ended up being in third. I didn't really catch the number of the horse that ran second there. Woodbine, let's see. Kind of got blitzed by the 2, Endrick. I guess the one horse got second. I'm pretty sure that's the top 3 favorites in order there at Woodbine. You got the 2, the 1, and the 4. Yeah, that is actually ABC there. Favorite, second favorite, third favorite, right in order. 5, 6. We got Churchill coming up. Tigers break on top. 2-1. 2-run shot by McKinstry in the bottom of the second. Two nothing Tigers. All right, so go through Churchill here real quick. Soul Man, number 1 at Churchill race number 4. Currently 9-1. I think he drifts a little higher, up to maybe 15. And it kind of puts him like right around where I price him, which is around 16, 17-1. So it's probably a play. Ice Wolf, currently 9-1. I have him priced at 8, so that would be a play. The 3 horse, Quintillion currently 51 to 1. I had a price at 170, so no play there. The 4-horse Saint of War, currently 19 to 1. DRS projected to go up to 30. That's kind of where I had them, or at least in that neighborhood. I had the 4 capped at 40 to 1. Keep an eye on that one. 5-horse Red Square, currently 2 to 1. I had this horse priced at 6.5, so not much interest in what I was doing. I think he's getting action because it's Irad and Wesley Ward, pairing up here. 6-horse currently, 6-horse Untethered, currently 8 to 1. I had a price at 9. I think he's a bet because the projection to go up to 12 or 13 to 1 on Untethered, the 6-horse. So that would be a play. I like the horse personally overnight because I saw the work pattern. I love it. I really like the work pattern here on Untethered. I think that's my top play, at least through the first 6 horses here. Yeah. Pratt aboard. All right. Seven scratch. The 8 Thunder Appeal, currently 8 to 1. Here's a horse it really has value also because I had this horse capped at 5 on the 8. Currently 8 to 1. He's projected to come down to 5 to 1 on the 8. But either way, I still think it's a play. 9-horse Ghost Protocol. Here's a kind of a tricky horse. He's 13 to 1 currently. I had a price quite a bit higher, but I do think he might, drift up. Keep an eye on him. If he gets above like 30-ish, which I think is possible here, you might want to take a look at him again. The 10-horse Stable Hero, currently 18 to 1. Projected to go off about the same. I had a price at 24, so that's not too far off. Here's another one that could drift up and become playable. Study, the 11-horse, currently 7 to 1. That's where I had a price right at 7. 12-horse Telecaster, 36 to 1. I projected to go off at 50. I had this horse handicapped at 70 or priced at 70. It's not crazy that I might like him later. Here's another one I had marked overnight. The 2 horses I had marked overnight were the 6 and the 12, Untethered and Telecaster. You know what? I think I'm going to take a play on the 12, Telecaster. I got a little FOMO there. I got a little fear of missing out on the 12. Yeah, it would bother me if I didn't have that horse on horse 1, honestly. Because I do think he drifts up to above 50, and that's definitely in the playable range on the 12 Telecaster. And then the 14 Beijing, the last horse, currently 3.5 to 1. I had this horse capped at 4.5. He's projected to go off at 4, so it's not really a He's slightly less than what I need him to be, but you kind of well, he just dropped to 3-1. Plus, he's on the outside, so that that makes him a little bit unplayable to me. Uh, but he's not that far out of the realm of possibility. Just my own personal bias against that. Being on the outside going into that first turn's kind of a tough ask. All right, they are almost all loaded up, ready to go here at Churchill Race 4. Here comes the 14. Big field here on the turf, going 5 furlongs for maiden specials. 4 gets out on the lead, Saint of War. That was a horse I definitely liked. So I didn't play any exotics. I just played a few to win, and the 2 I played the most were to win were the 6 and the 12. Got a small win bet on the 4, which is out in the lead. He really got a nice start, but here comes the 12. Hopefully, he is picking up ground or taking ground off of this 4. He needs to keep that momentum though. 4 found a kind of a second or third gear here and spurted away, and now he's going to win easy. Saint of War is going to crush him at 25-1. The 14, which is that Beijing, that was the one I didn't really like to post so much. I think he gets second. So it's 4-14, and I didn't see who got third. All right. Yeah, right. The 12 showed some run, right, Dan? I mean, he made a nice run, and then he just flattened out. I think, yeah, going wide hurt him. Yeah, 4 popped out, man. I did like the 4, but like I said, I never got. I mean, I had a small win bet on him, but I mean, I lost my 2 bigger bets, bigger win bets on the 6 and the 12. That was a wide open race too. Again, you're talking about like these horses are the future stars. The maiden specials when they run like this, at a Churchill or a major track like this, the 2-year-olds. These are 2-year-olds. Yeah, no, these are 3 and up. But still, the maiden specials are where the stakes horses come from. Yeah, yeah, man. All right. Anyways, Aqueduct. Let's go through it as quick as I can here. The one, come on. I didn't really care for the one T Craft. I'm talking about Aqueduct now. Aqueduct race 3. He's 5-2. I mean, I am priced at 4.5. So to me, not a play. The 3 horse or the 2 horse, I didn't have at all. I had him capped at 20 over an Ollie. He's currently 8. The 3 horse Ignite the Light, um, currently 3.5. I had him priced at 4. I mean, he's one of those ones right on the fence. 4 horse Acoustic Avenue, currently 5-1. I have him priced at 9. I would not play him. The 5 horse Rookie Card, he's currently 5-1, projected to go off at 7. I had this horse priced at 6.5, so that would be a play on Rookie Card. Radio Red, currently 4-1. I had him priced at 9, so yeah, no play there. And then the 7 El Grande, I had this horse priced at 7. I'm sorry, he's at 7. He's projected to go off at 7. I had him priced at 5.5. So that's going to be my top play. El Grande O, the 7. I also couple them with the 5 for sure Rookie Card. I think that's it. I think let's go 7-5 exact the box, and then win bets on the 7. Okay. How much time we got left for Aqueduct? They're going in. All right, I posted my exact bet in there. I took a win bet on the 7. We got what do we got next? Got Gulfstream coming up. Gulfstream race 5. I think we got 8 horses in that one. That's good. I had acoustical. Okay. Added your 7. Okay. Yeah, I like the 7. Like 7 here. El Grande O. 5 got out to the lead. 7's right there though. 7's in second. Very much restrained by the jockey. So hopefully, he has some run later. I guess that's the idea. So they run down the backstretch here at Aqueduct. The 5 is on the lead. Rookie Card. El Grande O. That's our exacta. They're both 7-1. So we got our price on that. I think the CAW new rules have helped kind of keep stuff on the square at these tracks. The 7 looks like he's got some run here. He takes the lead over at the top of the stretch. He's going to have to hold off the 6 and the 2, I think. And he's doing well. He's got the lead by about 2.5 lengths over the 2 horse. The 6 is running in third, and the 4 horse is in fourth, and that's how they'll end. 7-2-6-4. 7-2-6-4 at the Big A race 3. So we cashed that. We did not cash the exacta, however. We did cash the win bet on the 7. We'll take it. We got our price too. We got exactly what I thought it would get, 7-1. So that's always positive. And we get the shutdown inning out of Flaherty for the Tigers. That's good. Manny Franco. No relation to Giovanni Franco, I understand. It's running at Lone Star now. Or Retama. I don't know. One of those. One of those tracks we don't get. We don't get any information. So, thanks, Cliff. I try to win. Thanks, Wally. Job, Don Johnson. Over and Ollie. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little surprised. The Dylan Davis rode the hair off the 2 to get second. If you watch the race, he was all over that horse from about maybe the 3/8 full to the finish. He rode the hair off of him to hold that second. I noticed that. All right, well, we got a next race at Gulfstream. Fifth coming up. Like I said earlier, we have an 8-horse field here finally. I think this is definitely the most horses we've had so far at Gulfstream. It's not saying a lot. It's been pretty bad at Gulfstream so far. But it's got to get better. I think it does get better here for on out at Gulfstream. So we cash on the final day at Aqueduct, huh? Yeah, it's still, it's always good. Go out on a high note. So Saratoga's got quite a long meet. I did notice that they're, I believe, over 2 months now. They're like have, I believe they start on the 2nd of July, and then they go past Labor Day. They go right into the NFL season. Like their last day is like right before the NFL season. College is already going when they shut down. So then I think Belmont reopens after a 3-year closure the September 13th or something like that. Something like that. In the fall. Well, that's not quite fall, but almost fall. And yeah. New chapter in NYRA history will begin with the new Belmont, no Aqueduct, and then going on to Saratoga. I think Saratoga's got like 170 years or something of racing. So never been there, but I love the racing, and I've always done well. I've not always done well. I've done well at Saratoga for a number of years now. I enjoy it. All right, so let's get through Gulfstream here. The 1-horse Mithril, currently 9-5. Item price around 3, a little less than 3, but around 3. Either way, not a play for me. The 2-horse New Lease on Life, Currently 10-1. I had him priced at 22-1, so no play there for me. The 3-horse, the Beaster Bunny, currently 2-1. I had him priced at 5. I can't endorse that. The 4-horse, Jamaican Destiny, currently 13-1. I had him priced around 18-1. I can get behind that a little bit. Jamaican Destiny. I mean, he's going to drift up, I think, closer to 15. I could take a little of that. That wouldn't kill me. Yeah, we'll take that. Dan H has got World Cup plays, man. There we go. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I'm on the 4 here. I mean, not a giant bet or anything, but I did take the 4. The 5, no interest in, particularly. The 6. The 6 is actually going to be a play. Bella Jack. I'll take some of that one. And I'm done. I'm done for that race. 6-horse. I mean the 5th race at Gulfstream. So I took the 4 and the 6. Took 2 price horses there at Gulfstream. 5th race. The 9 was a short price. I didn't really see a short price in here. Anything under 3 I wouldn't take here. So like I said, I took the 2 price horses that I like, the 4 and the 6. All right, and they are all loaded, ready to go, and they're off at Gulfstream, race 5. Which brings us to Monmouth 4th coming up, 0 minutes. They're all loaded up at Monmouth. I kind of stuck on me. I didn't have anything really marked there at Monmouth, so I'm going to pass on Monmouth 4th. Next one I'm going to play is Woodbine 4th. They're off and running at Gulfstream. Got the 1 and the 9 fighting it out on the lead. The 6 is kind of looming in 3rd. He's going to cut to the rail. I don't know what he's got underneath the hood here. Gaining a little bit, little by little. 6. Still, like, the 7 prevails. Or is that the 7? No, that's the 1, Mithril. Okay. All right, I got 4 minutes to Woodbine. Four minutes of Woodbine race 4. Try to get through this one quicker. I had no interest in the 1 King's Council. Two horse interesting. Alberta Pharaoh. I think I would take a little bit of that. It looks contentious here. It's kind of his friends. 3 horse Jack Sparrow. Not sure on yet. Hold on. Jack Sparrow. He's currently 15 to 1. He looks like he's going to go off at 15 to 1. I had him priced at 25. I don't know. I mean, there's a chance he could drift up to be in the 20s. That would be something you want to play. The 4 horse is the deserved favorite in here, Quipster. I think you have to include him in your exactas if you're playing exactas. I think he's not the worst value in the world either. And like I said, he looks like the likeliest winner also. The 5 horse, currently 5 to 1. I didn't think much of him. I had him at 12. I had him priced at 12, so I did not like the 5. I didn't like the 6 at all. Liberty Beach, although he's kind of a shorter price, but no play there for me. The 7 horse, I had him at 200 to 1. Tucker Moore, whatever. No go there. I like the 8. 8's going to be my top play in here. Countryman. I do like that one. I like 8. He's currently 8 to 1, projected to go off at 8 to 1, and I had him priced at 5. So either I'm right or they're right. I think I'm gonna go with my own numbers. You got to trust your numbers at some point, right? So it's kind of a wide span there. They're off by 3 points as far as I'm concerned. The 9 horse, Road to Glory, currently 6 to 1. I had him priced at 12. The 10 horse, currently 15 to 1. I had him priced at 100. So no play there. So that's it. So my 2 bets were the 8 Countryman for sure, and then I also bet another horse. I really got to remember who it was here. The 4 horse. So I'm on the 8 and the 4 at Woodbine. The 4 is the chalk, Quipster. I still think he's a decent bet though. I mean, I get he's 8 to 5. He's not the what was I run up there and bet it kind of thing, but I think he still holds a little bit of value. But not like the 8. I think the 8's a bet. 8 is a bet 7 days a week and twice on Sunday. And today's Sunday. So, yeah. We'll see. But the 8's come down now. It's come down to 6. So, like I said, I had it priced at 5. Let's keep it rolling here on a Sunday. They are off at Woodbine. Race 4. We got the 6 out on the lead. We got the 4s right there, Quipster, which I did like, but was actually a shorter price favorite, 8 to 5. Can we get something out of the 8 here? I see him back. He's fairly far back. The 8. He's got a lot of work to do. It doesn't look like he's going to do much today. The 4 is taking over the lead by about 3 lengths over the 1. The 1's trying to come at him, but no go. The 4 is a winner easily. 4-1-6. 4-1-6 there at Woodbine. Not the ideal result, but we do grind out a few bucks. Wanted the 8 to do something there. Ended up going up at 6-1. Dealing with higher price horses, you're not going to always like connect. You got to keep playing them and they'll come in. They will. All right. So we got Churchill next on the docket. 6 minutes to race 5. We can go through that one. Churchill race 5. I don't know why I don't see any data on it though for me. I had no notes from last night on the Churchill race 5. That's weird. Okay, whatever. So I got to do this from scratch. Okay. I'm not going to go too late with the show today. I've got some stuff I got to take care of. This is not my normal day. So I didn't really manage my time. I got to go over and do some work with my daughter. Housework. Well, not housework, but painting. Always got DIY projects, Always got projects, man. So we got Churchill coming up, and then we got Aqueduct. Okay, we got let's see, we got Churchill. We have a 7-horse field at Churchill. The 1 horse currently 70-1. I'm sorry, it is currently 20-1. I had him priced at 70-1, so no go there. 2 horse Chunk of Gold. 8-5 currently. I had him just about that. 8-5. If you like him, I wouldn't talk you off of it. I wouldn't necessarily talk you onto it either, though. The 3 horse, this is Uskar. This is a horse I liked from the beginning. I mean, actually, I should say from previous starts, 11-1 currently. I had a price at 6, so that's a play. I vividly remember betting this horse before too. I don't remember if I cashed or not, but I remember I was like, oh, I kind of like this. This horse has got some upside. Okay, so 4-horse Gun Party, currently 16-1. I had a price at 65. 5-horse Gould's Gold, currently 5-1. I had him priced at 4.5-1. So that would be a play also. Yeah. But I think less than Uskar. The 6-horse Publisher, currently 9-5. Item priced at 6. So yeah, no interest there. The 7-horse with IRAD, currently 6-1, projected to go off at 9-1. But I don't really care. I had a price at 20-1, so I had no interest in that. So the 2 horses I liked were the 3, This Is Uskar, and then the 5, Lesser So. The 5, Gould's Gold. That's about all I got to say of it there. So hopefully the 3 can fire here. I think he's drifted up to 12 now. So yeah, I do that. I did, but I like Uskar. I think Uskar is the interesting man. I think the 3. I think he's an interesting dude. This horse. If you look at his past performances, it's hard to say this horse doesn't have any upside. I definitely has upside. He definitely has problems. You know, definitely has problems, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased. I like the horse's speed. I like the fact that he's coming in on the form cycle on the correct note here. I don't know. I had a marked high. All right, we are off at Churchill Race 5, 2 and 7. Ooh, the 3. The 3 got bet down to 9-2. Oh Lord, he was just at 13. He went from 13 to 9-2. That's the biggest like bet down since like that Derby horse that everybody made a big deal about. The not in the Derby, I don't think it was like the Japanese horse, but ever on that Derby day. Holy smokes! He dropped from 13 to 9-2. I think a lot of people thought like I thought on him. This horse is much better than that. Which I get. I knew. In the back of my head I knew I wasn't going to get 13-1. Anyways, he is run up the rail. He has taken the lead now in the stretch. This is Uskar. This is Uskar. And this is Uskar on the lead and going to win easily. Easily. So I'm going to use the oldest saying. I think I heard this like the first time I went to the track. He beat everything but the tote board. 13-1 to 9-2, man. That's gonna set Twitter on fire. That's gonna set Twitter on fire. Oh my lord, 13-1. Yes, it was. It was. Everything was great, man. Everything was great except CAW money at the end. Yeah, nice hit, man. Yeah. I don't know what you do there, man. I don't know. But I'll be the first one to say sometimes the CAW money does work out because I've noticed the horses I do like that are generally this is a little bit of a opposite situation, but a lot of times the horses that are above 10 to 1 that I do like, they I would say 3 out of 4 times they go up instead of down. But not this one. Not this one. Okay, so yeah, at least somebody's win. Yeah. I cash on them, but what are you gonna do? All right, we got Aqueduct. Excuse me, Aqueduct in where's my coffee? Aqueduct race 4 in 3 minutes. Let's take a look at Aqueduct. She takes the cash. Currently 9 to 1. I had this horse price at 15. 3 horse Pegasus Starship Pegasus. Currently 8 to 5. I had a price right at that, maybe slightly lower. The 4 horse Fabulous Fox. Currently 16 to 1. Projected on DRF to go off at 30. I had him at 30. So, and I like this horse overnight too. I like the pedigree on him. I like the stretch out on the pedigree. I like the early speed he's shown on Fabulous Fox. So that's going to be my play, Fabulous Fox here. Let's see what else I come up with here, but go Fabulous Fox, win bet. We'll see if we come back and maybe hook some other stuff to it. Exactly what 5 horse, Considerate City, the 5, currently 9 to 2. I had the horse priced at 5.5. It's not too far off. It might be one I maybe throw in if I key the 4 in exactas. I might throw that in there. The 6 horse, Cosmic Candy Girl, currently 3 to 1. Let's see, 3 to 1 on the morning or currently. Sorry, that's about what I had him at. I had this horse capped at 3 to 1, so that would be a play. The 7 horse currently 8 to 1. I had this horse price at 40, so no interest at all in the 7. The 8 horse Boomington, currently 4.5 to 1. I had this horse priced at 12 to 1. No interest there. So I guess what I could do is I could key the 4 and then hook them to the 3 and the 6, which are the 2 chalks. I mean, to me, I already made the bet I think I really want to make is the win bet on the 4 Fabulous Fox. I think I'll just stay pat with that because I don't really see the mathematical advantage of taking the 4 and then hooking them to the 2 chalks. It's not going to pay a lot much more. I'd rather just ride with the 4. If he wins, I win. If he doesn't, then I lose. So I'd rather have it simple like that. Then after this race at Aqueduct, we got Gulfstream race 6 coming up. Yeah, it's a 7-horse field at Gulfstream. It's a maiden claimer, which is mathematically, historically, the highest ROI type race that I have for me. My personal handicapping style. Maiden claimers are higher in general than any other category, like maiden special, allowance stakes, or straight claiming. All right, we are loaded up at the Big A for race 4. So we have 6 races left at Aqueduct. And they are off at Aqueduct race 4. The 4-horse Fabulous Fox has bounced out to the lead. He's gone off at 31 to 1. That's fine with me. That's 100% acceptable odds. Like I said, I just played him to win only. I didn't want to get too cute. I didn't want to really like. I just want to have him if he wins. You know. Yeah. I didn't want to get too complicated in my wagering here. All right, we're still running down the back stretch. The 4 is taking over the lead. The first quarter, I believe, was in 23 and change. The half at 48.09. The 4 is still there. Starting to work harder though. Starting to work harder. 4 is the 6 is ratcheting up the pressure on him. 4 is still trying. He's got a host of horses around him that are going to fight him here. 4 is still fighting. He's in the stretch. I believe he's been passed now by the 6. Here comes the 2 and the 3 on the outside. Starship Pegasus, the chalk, gonna take him here. 4's dropped back to 4th place. I think that's where he'll end up, 4th or 5th. Looks like 5th. So it kind of chalks out. The 3, Starship Pegasus, wins fairly easily on the lead. Got some cheap thrills on the 4. Took us down the stretch, actually, top of the stretch, had the lead, and then just couldn't hold it. Anyways, I think he outran his odds at least, which doesn't pay anything, but it's a sign that you're on the right track. My other great quote from a handicapper, I thought that was words of wisdom, was if you're getting beat, like tough beats, like I'm not saying necessarily that was a tough beat, but if you are getting tough beats, that means you're actually probably a good handicapper. Because if you're not getting tough beats, I mean, you're just getting walloped, that means you're not really on the right track. I feel like at least we're on the right track, you know. We do get some tough beats. We get a lot of seconditis, which we had yesterday. Yesterday we had just one right after another seconditis. I think it's a good sign when you have tough beats. All right, anyways, we got the race 6 at Gulfstream. The 5 against the 3. I don't know. I didn't really see anything. At least, not sure. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't really make you feel better or worse. It's just that it's something to think about. I think if you get more tough beats, it is a lot more painful sometimes, but it's And I'm not just talking about horses either. I'm talking about like sports. Uh, I've had a lot of tough beats this season in baseball. A lot of games where I've had like 3, 4 run leads, you know, blown. A lot of them. All right, so Gulfstream, let's take a look at it. Race number 6. Uh, I I didn't think too much of the 1. I passed on that one. The 2 horse, I didn't like either. The 3, I do like. I do like Facet. It's currently 13-1. I had this horse capped at 13-1. DRS projected him to go off at 14. I think he actually goes a little higher than that. Facet. That's a bet for sure. I would take. Um, Facet. So I'm on Facet. I just made a win bet on him right now. I'm gonna come back and see if Exacta kind of fits the race. The 4 horse, take a look at him. The Kuramoto, currently 2-1. I had him priced at 3.5-1. I don't think there's value there on the 4. The 5 horse, would I lie to you? Currently 7-1. DRF is projecting him to go off at 5-1. Those projections are based off the double prices. So those are generally pretty good, especially like Gulfstream. They're pretty indicative of what the off odds are going to be. So I would take the 5. The 5 looks like a bet to me. I have the horse handicapped at 5-1, projected to go off at 5, but currently at 8. So I'll give him benefit of the doubt there and take the 5 horse. Also, because we were on the 3 already, and then we're gonna take the 5. I think the 5's a lesser amount on that bet than the 3, but still. So we're on the 3, we're on the 5. Let's keep going here. The 6 horse, winning defense, currently 4-1. I had him priced at 10, so yeah, no interest there. The 7 horse, Ignis Core, currently at 3-1. I had him priced at 2.5-1. Here's a little one. He's projected to go off at 2. So I think he does come down. It would not be surprising. I would be surprised if he didn't come down. But I'm gonna throw him in my exacta. So let's go 3-5-7 exacta. Or I could see like keying the 3 and the 5 and just throwing in the 7. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I think that's a better way to play it. Let's see what you guys think here about the way I bet this one. I'm gonna post it here. I think it's not the only way you can bet it, but I think here this is the way. I think the best way to bet it. All right, we are. That's it for that for Gulfstream for betting it. What John? I saw it there. Parlay, right? What? Oh, and over and the Yankee. What? Hold on. Oh, and the over. Okay, Yanks and the under. Yes, I 100% agree with that. That was my thought. John, I was exactly thinking the same thing on that Yankee game. The other game, I really didn't have an opinion on the Braves. I really didn't see anything there, but I did Yankees and the under there. Okie doke. Let's look at Monmouth if we have a second here. We have a 7-horse field. Don't have a lot of time here. Oof. I don't see anything. Let's see. I kind of have a lean here. I usually don't like to use that word, but because either you have a bet or you don't have a bet. But the 5-horse First Navy Jack. I think you got to give him a shot. And this is kind of a rare angle for me. Is a connections one with the trainer and the jockey. And we're taking a price here on the 5 because I think he's currently 6-1, which is not really great, but he's projected to go off at 11. We've seen a lot of late moves at Monmouth, so wouldn't surprise me if the 5 went off above 11 or 11-1. 11-1 would be perfectly acceptable on that guy. First Navy Jack. All right. Well, we're loaded up at Gulfstream. We are loaded up at Monmouth, ready to rock and roll here. And we're off at Gulfstream race 6. And we're off. The 3, Facet, has got out to the lead, flanked by the 4, the Koromoto, in second. I think the 3's running with pretty good energy here. Wouldn't mind if the 5 made a little move. 3's still holding the lead. The 4's right there in second, ready to pounce. The 5 is now rolling, I believe, and gonna go ahead and take the lead here. Let's go, this 5. Here's another one that got bet a little bit at the end. Nothing like Uskar. Uskar's like legendary bet down. 5 will win for us. Would I lie to you? Late action there. Monmouth comes in 1-3 there. Didn't have I took a little on the 5, First Navy Jack, but yeah, I didn't really plant my foot and deliver a big bet there, so I'm all right. I do cash on Gulfstream though, the win bet. Thanks, Cliffy. Let's keep it rolling here. 3535. How'd they come in at Gulfstream? We got second there. The 5 I know won. We had the 5 keyed. We had the 5 key to the 3 and 7. The 3 did not get second. I know that. Did the 7 get second? Maybe. I don't know. I didn't even know. Oh, we did get we got the exacta. There we go. Not the biggest one in the world, but you know. Okay. Cash the exacta. Cash the win bet. And cash the let's see. All right. Let's look at Woodbine quickly. We got 0 minutes at Woodbine. Oh God, they're loading. I overnight this is gonna be super quick. I like the 4. I think the 4 is an acceptable price. I'm gonna make a bet on the 4. Sammy says Rex or something like that. It's not a big price. I think it's 5 to 2 ish, something of that nature. That's all I had there. So I took the 4 horse Samosaurus Rex. Samisaurus Rex. I think that's maybe it. And they are off north of the border. And the 1 has got out to the early lead. Kokomo. 3's right there. The 4 is on the outside. He may have actually taken the lead slightly over the 1. The 3's kind of dropped back out of that speed duel. And I think we got a little firefight going on here. We got the 4 and the 1 ding-donging it pretty good on the lead. This Kokomo number 1 is a tough cookie, man. He out-battled the 3 and he just took care of our 4. Now the 2 is coming at him. Lean Music Machine to try to challenge the 1. And the 2 has rallied and taken the lead over the 1. The 1 got softened up by the 3 and the 4. And the 2 is just taking over and just pulling away. They'll win pretty easily. 2-1-5 is your final at Woodbine. Next on the docket, we got Churchill Race 6. We're going to run 5.5 furlongs on the turf. We got like a turf festival going on at Churchill. A lot of turf racing, it seems. Not complaining. Not complaining about that. We got Churchill Race 6. Churchill Race 6. Sinane, I think is how you say it. I'm not even sure. The 1 horse, currently 6-1. I had this horse priced almost 20-1. So yeah, no interest there. Maytown. Currently 9-5. I had him priced at 3-1. So no interest for me there. Hush It Honey, currently 21-1, projected to go off at 44. I had this horse priced at 150-1. So yeah, No interest there. The 4 horse, Big Trouble, 6-1, projected to go off at 6-1. I had this horse handicapped at 4.5. I do like this horse now. Big Trouble with T-Gaff. I think this horse has a big shot here at a decent price of 7-1. Big Trouble. So you got Big Trouble at the number 4 horse at 7-1 current and projected to go up at 6. The 5 horse Buttercream Babe currently 5-1. Adam priced at 9, so no play there. The 6 horse Me Governor 15-1 currently. This is great value. This horse I had handicapped at 8-1. Wow. Me Governor. So yeah. Plus, I was already in love with this horse anyways. It's like the girl you've been chasing, and then you find out that she's actually like she loves horse racing. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, this is a hot little girl, and oh my gosh, it's really like. Then you find out her number one passion in life is handicapping horses. That would be like the 6 for me. Because I like the blinkers off angle for that one already. And then I like a lot of the other little things the trainer's been doing for this horse. So, yep. I don't think that's ever happened in the history of mankind where, oh, you know what? That is the hottest chicken. Then you find out they love to go to the races and they, so that would be a dream of all dreams. Anyways, the 7 horse Satin Blue, currently 7-1. I had him priced at 9. Not too far off, but I still not a play. The 8 horse Itzel, it's Nizzle. That's it's the Itzel right there. 8-1. I'm sorry, 8 horse 6-1. I had this horse priced right around that 6 or 7-1. So I think it's a play. 8's a play. Itzel. The 9 horse She's Tempest, currently 11-1. I had this horse priced at right at 11, so that's a play on the 9. I do like the speed on that horse. It's She's a Tempest also. So let's rock and roll on that. I think I got a few different ways to go here. Let's yeah, we can do a 4-6-9. 4-6-9. Damn you horse, you're fine. All right, there we go. That's awful. Okay. 4-6-9. Let's do a 4-6-9 exactor. Exactor, like a Canadian exacta. Churchill race 6. 4-6-9. Did I post that? Oh, nope. Oh. I meant to post it. I bet it. Let's put it in. Let's put it in the chat. Let's make it official. Let's put a ring on that. Okay, there we go. Like that. All right, we are off at Churchill, race 6. We got 6 minutes to Aqueduct, race 5 coming up. I didn't include the 8 in my exacta, though. I meant to do that. I do have win money on the 8. 9's right there. 8 is shot out to the lead. Looking great on the lead, Itzel. You got the 9 right there in second, about a length back. And that is with our boy, Luis Saez. Close the gap on the 8. Well, I think he did, and the 8 kind of shot off again. Oh, let's hear. Come on, 9. Let's go. I'd rather have the 9 win. We do have the 5. Comes the 5. 5. No. Buttercream Babe swoops us all. Dang. We had the 8, which I didn't have my exacta, but I got a straight bet on Itzel. And then we get swooped by the 5. Buttercream Babe at 9-2 with Johnny V and Rusty Arnold training. The 8 ran too good to lose, man. 9 ran actually a hell of a race too. I think he gets third. Yeah, 9 got third. Actually, all 3 of those horses ran good enough to win. 5, 8, and 9. Of course, I'm biased, but I think that's true. It's like a big crowd at Aqueduct today. Wow, it is. Big crowd. Yeah, I know. 8 did run great. He ran great. The 9 I thought ran pretty damn good too. He was like chasing the 8 the whole damn time. He still hung on for third. Chasing horses is rough. I know it takes a lot out of the horse. What? Okay, Aqueduct, race 5. John Egan's got his Aqueduct in there. 5, 8, 5, 8, 7, 11. Okay. Okay, so we got 4 minutes until Aqueduct. I kind of like the 4 here a little bit. Twirling Lulu. This horse got some speed. He's got some pedigree. I thought the jockey is a good fit here. Speed, pedigree. I got some work. I got a work pattern that's strong too. Currently 17-1, but DRF projects to go to 23. So I'm gonna take the 4 here. Straight money, straight win money on Twirling Lulu. Can't be afraid to take a prize. Maybe we can do some hookups here. Let's go through it. I didn't like the 5, the 6. I thought was the least likeliest winner. The seven, the seven horse, Fairy Godmother, looks like a contender in here. Currently 5-1. That's kind of where I saw that horse too, right around 5-1. They're projected to go a little lower, 4-1, but even still, I still think it's a play. 8 horse is your current favorite, Boston's Finest. That horse is strong. You'd have to. I don't see how you would not have that in your exacta, even though it's short. I think that's still a play. The 9 horse Dancing with Destiny is a play for sure. Also, I should be putting these in here right now. Fairy Godmother. Fairy Godmother. Yeah, Fairy Godmother's kind of one of the sort of on the border actually for me, but I will play it. The 9 Dancing with Destiny is a for sure play, and again the 4 is 100% sure play that I would definitely play. 9's looking better and better every time I look at it, to be honest. That's kind of where I'm getting a little bit paralysis by analysis. The 10 horse is 28-1. I saw the horse. I priced it at 100, so no, don't play on the 10. The 11 horse Maria Callas is 4.5-1. I had that horse priced at 14-1, so don't play there. The 12 horse currently 15-1. Projected to go off at 20. I had him pretty close to that. She's Artiz. All right, I was gonna play my exacta box here. We're getting close to the gate. I'll go ahead and post it in the chat. There's a little caveman ticket almost where I kind of included some horses that might be a little reachy. I'm reaching a little bit, I think, on the 7. A little bit. Well, my first thought was correct. He's usually right. That was a buy on the 7. Seven must have been a pro. The other thing I've learned is if they load a horse not like the 1 or 2 first, that horse has got a history of problems. He's on some kind of list, so they try to load him first before the others. So if he's like labeled kind of a problem child, they'll put him in first before the other ones. That's why they don't necessarily put them in order from inside to outside. Ugh. Get the camera a little high. All right, it's a little better. We are loading up at Aqueduct, race 5, on closing day at Aqueduct. All right, Cliffy. 7 got squeezed back at the start. Fairy Godmother. Yeah. 4 got out great though. That's our bomber. Twirling Lulu. I think maybe keep it going here. This is only a 6 furlong race, so but it is a hotter pace. Yeah, that's a very hot pace. 21.56 is hot for the first quarter. 9's right there, Dancing with Destiny. We could be that idiot runs around the OTB and say, "Stop the race!" Or, you know, every OTB has to have one of that guy. Then we got the 4 and the 9. Come on, 4. Come on, 4. Come on, Kendrick. Keep him going, Kendrick. The 9 is taking over the lead. Dancing with Destiny. Here comes the 8. The chalk. 9-8. It's going to be 8-9 final. Oh, damn. Yeah, I didn't have no 8. That's a tough one. So we had the 4, which ran great, really, at that price. The 9 was right there and looked all the winner, honestly. Even with like maybe 100 yards to go. He's swishing his tail at that whip, though. Every time he snaps, I mean, the whip, his tail whips. All right, well. I thought it was decent handicapping there. Didn't turn out the way we wanted to, but I think we're on the right track. We got Gulfstream coming up, Gulfstream race 7. And then we got Monmouth race 6. And Monmouth was on my list. Monmouth race 6 was on my list of wide open races. So I think I'm gonna do. Yeah, turn the page. Yeah, I thought it was. I'm not. I wouldn't necessarily take back my picks, man. On that one, I thought we were solid. I thought we were solid there. Anyways, Monmouth. You know what? I don't have anything going on here. Gulfstream race 7. I think I'm just gonna skip on over to Monmouth. I'm gonna skip on over to Monmouth. I want to take a look at this race. I had this race marked as chaos. Chaos. Got first timers here. We got all kind of different things working on us. We got horses with speed. We got horses with good works. We got horses with outstanding pedigree. Let's see. Right. Okay. Yeah. The Gulfstream race, I really didn't see anything overnight, and it's not that it's a terrible betting race. We've bet worse, but I Monmouth race, I really wanted to kind of get. I wanted to spend a little time on. So I think it was kind of a complex race for me, at least. The one horse, JJ Pacheco, currently 28-1 and projected off at 36. I had this horse handicapped at 32. So we're talking about horses that have, I think, have value at a high price. And I thought this Monmouth race would offer that. So I'm going to take a win bet on the one for sure. That's where I'll start. This St. Erling is a shorter price. He's 5-2, but I had this horse handicapped at 2-1. So I'm going to make a win bet on that one. It could be a situation where maybe I like too many horses here, because I can see a lot of paths to victory. And I like the 3 here too some. It's all just a dream. I kind of like that guy. Not crazy about him. Like I like the 1 better than the 3, but still. A lot of horses that big prices in that this Monmouth race, I think have a good reason to win. The 4 horse I don't like at all. The 5 horse is a pass for me. The 6 horse Roma Art, currently 6-1. That's where I had this horse. I think he's a decent bet. Also, the 6 Roma Art for me. The 7 horse Mythical Merlin. Here's another one. Currently 6-1. Projected to go off at 4. I had him priced around 5. I think he deserves a little bit of play. He's not really truly like a chaos type of horse. The 8 horse, I did not like at all. The 9 Jersey's the boss. 3.5-1. I have priced at 5.5, so no play there for me. All right, I got an exacta box here. I'm gonna post it up in the chat. I gotta bet it first though. Ooh, yeah, man, I like a lot of these. 1, 2. I got too many here, man. What the hell am I gonna do? Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Go 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. I think that's too many though. 1, 2. That's a 5 horse box. 6, which you'll almost never see out of me, but I'm gonna do it. A buck costs you $20. Buck costs you $20. But I got big prices in here, so you might not agree with my philosophy, and I'm not completely convinced of this philosophy either. But I think I got prices enough to make the math work. You know, at least that's the way I'm seeing it. Monmouth. 6. Gulfstream. Gulfstream's not even run yet? Is that right? Oh, no, they're running. Yeah, the even money favorite's going to win. It looks like. So that's a good pass. There's no way in the world I would bet even money there. So that's a good skip for me. The next race is going to be Woodbine after this Monmouth goes. Woodbine race number 6. Woodbine race 6. Let's take a look at Woodbine as quick as I can. Woodbine. They're still in the gate at Monmouth. Okay. So what's happening at we scratching somebody at Monmouth? Is that what's happening? I saw somebody crawling through the gate. All right, we are off finally at Monmouth. I don't think anybody scratched there. They're loading now at Woodbine, race 6. And then that brings us to Churchill in like 9 minutes, so we got a little time after that one. We got a wild pace battle here at Monmouth. Can't really see who's who. Looks like you got the 6 there. Roma Art is taking over the lead in the stretch. Here comes the 2. The 2's on the inside. Looks like 6-2 final at Monmouth, race 6. I knew I did like the 6. Yeah, so we got the exact. I think it's enough to pay off the bet. What was the odds on the 2? Oh, the 2 was short. He was the chalk. We did get the 6 on top. It's probably like a break-even type of situation, though. That happens sometimes. I was trying to. I didn't mind the 6 at all winning, of course. I did have win money on them. 2. The 2 got bet down a little bit. Actually, so did the 6. All right. Are we off at Woodbine? Oh, we're off at Woodbine. Okay. Yeah, the only thing I took there was the 3. Oh, no. I had the 3 marked, but I didn't take them. The 6 is leading easily here. Taking over the lead. Here comes the 3, I guess. The 3 was a favorite, big favorite, 1-2. He's trying to overhaul the 6, and he will. 3's gonna beat the 6, but not by a lot, by about a head. So the favorite prevails at Woodbine. We got 7 minutes until Churchill race 7. We got Churchill. Churchill race 7. Churchill race 7 is going to be the last race that I do today. For the show. I will leave the stream up. Let's see if I take a look at Churchill here. Churchill race 7. Well, the exacta for $1 paid $30.50. So for a $20 bet, you got back, you win $10.50 profit. So yeah, not great, but I mean, I feel like there's a lot of combinations that did pay pretty well. But anyways, won a little bit. Can't go broke taking a profit. Lack of Riesling was the horse I was looking at, but I don't think I really liked him too much. And the 9 was the other one, but I don't really see it. The 2 horses I had in mind overnight. I think if I was going to make a bet here, I think I would take the 5, Valkyrie, Declan Cannon. I would take the 5 and the 7. I like free closer also. So 5 and 7. I will post those 2. I'll post those 2 in an exact 5, 7. And Houston is cut the lead down to 1. They were down by 3 runs. Now they are trailing just by 1 with 3-2, and batting. And the Tigers are batting in the bottom of betting Tom Cruise the worst. Yeah, I heard that movie, kind of. I don't think it did that well at the theaters. It wasn't. I liked the movie though. I would like Tom Cruise if I knew less about him. Does that make sense? Okay, so there's my play there. I will post it up. And this is going to be the last race of the day for me. 2-6 box. Is that for Churchill? I went 5-7. Churchill race 7. Excuse me. And then we got Aquark up behind it, but I got to bounce. Oh, you're welcome, Cliffy. I will be back next Saturday, God willing. I think that's a holiday. I'm not doing anything in the morning, so all of our doings around here is going to be in the afternoon. So, as far as I know, Gilly's back on next Sunday. I don't know. I haven't heard anything otherwise. Yeah, 4 got out there too, Dan. A true blessing. 6 run nice on the outside. Lack of Riesling. Riesling's a kind of wine, isn't it? Like a French wine? Here comes a 5. 5's trying to make it put together something. Valkyrie. He's got some ground to make it. 7's also trying to put together a rally. I don't know. They're both kind of flattening out now, though. Kind of like they made a move and then they really flattened out. They got 3. It's going to come in 3-2 or 2-3. It looks like 2-3. 2-3-6 final at Churchill race 7. All right. Well, that's it for me this week. I will be back in 6 days, if not sooner. You know what though? I think I'm pretty sure. I'll probably come on if Razor's doing a show and if he wants me to come on with him. If he's doing a show on opening day for Saratoga. I think I'll do that, but I got to figure out when that is. I think it's on the second, as I remember. I will be. Yeah, I'll try to come on during the week with Razor if he's doing a show for opening day at Saratoga. I'll do that. I might come on like the second half of the show and then carry the show like after he gets done. I think people enjoy that more because a lot of times when he comes off at like 3:30 Eastern, something like that, there's still a lot of good racing still left. And if I manage my time good, it's probably better if I do that. At any rate, I appreciate everyone coming in the chat. Dan, Cliffy, Don Johnson. We had Wally in here earlier. We have Prasanna. We had Andrea earlier. We had, let's see, Gatekeeper. I missed Gatekeeper. There you go. Thanks for coming in. Thanks to everybody coming in. Okay. Then, who else do we miss here? I think that's everybody. Everybody was here today. We had Razor in her earlier. Yeah, great advice. I'm just kind of reading some of these notes I missed. They're from earlier. All right, fellas. Again, I will be back sometime next week. I hopefully I'm shooting maybe to come in for opening day. If Razor's doing a show, I'll do that also. Otherwise, if you guys continue on to play, good luck to y'all, and have a great day.